Welcome to the Gift and Home channel, Store Design. Today's segment is titled Lighting. Now, quite honestly, lighting is probably the most important aspect of any store remodeling. And whatever budget I've ever been given, I usually tell the client that lighting is the one we have to spend the money on. Proper lighting enhances the value of your product mix. It helps direct traffic flow. It cuts down on pilferage, and it basically just lifts people's spirits. No one wants to be in a store that's dark and dingy. And so many times I've come into a store and that's exactly what I'm presented with. They usually were working with the lighting that they've inherited, which is usually fluorescent. Now, I will talk about the different lighting, and we'll start with fluorescent. There's nothing wrong with fluorescent if it has proper use. It's great, for example, if you're doing a soffit wash, that is, you're lighting the perimeter of your store, as long as you hide the bulb. If you don't see the bulb and it just washes light against the wall, it's fine. Also very helpful in areas where you need uniform lighting, like greeting cards. But other than that, that's as far as I usually go with fluorescent lighting. Incandescent, or what we call fixed spots, are very good around checkout areas. And these are usually spots that are just basically built right into your ceiling and just shoot straight down. And they just kind of highlight areas that are fixed. But by far the best of all lighting and the most useful in any type of retail application, I think, is track lighting. It allows you the flexibility to direct lighting where you want it and where you need it. You can have less or more as you need it. Now, there are two types. They're called line voltage and low voltage, and you hear this low voltage a lot. It is expensive, and with low voltage track lighting, basically what you're doing is you're reducing your energy. I personally would rather use line voltage because, and we'll show it to you in this application here that I've used here, line voltage is far less expensive. Each head runs around $15 as opposed to $100, and all you do is just use a good energy-saving halogen bulb, you get the same lighting. And it is a huge difference in the price. As I get when I put these out for bid, I'm always just amazed at the difference, sometimes as much as 60 or 70% less. What I'm looking for is basically in your lighting, you want to direct all of your lighting at merchandise. You don't want lighting just, you don't have to light up your floor areas. There's usually enough wash, your floor areas are well lit. You want to direct all of your lighting to your merchandise. Now, when you lay out your floor plan, what you would do is, once the floor plan is done, and we talked about that in an earlier segment, you can in dark, usually I use a dark squeegee pen, lay out where you want your tracks. And tracks usually have a spread of 4 feet left, 4 feet right. So once you've got your tracks in and you put your heads on the tracks, usually every 2 feet, that'll give you pretty much the basic plan as far as your lighting in the store. Now, if you need help with this, usually almost any lighting supply house has a guru on hand that usually knows lighting and can give you a hand doing this, and they usually do it at no charge. The results are worth it. It's usually more expensive, but all you have to do is go into a store that's well lit and a store that isn't, and you'll just ask your wife or anyone who's a shopper where they'd rather be. I personally, when I was looking for lighting applications, I simply would go to stores that I thought had really beautiful lighting. Crate & Barrel is one of the best at this, and I just simply copied, if you will, what they were doing. But as I said, a lot of this information you can get right from your local lighting supply. I want to thank you for watching this segment. I hope it was informative, and I look forward to the next segment. Thank you.